Hey there, welcome back to Marketing Matchmaker. If you're looking to grow your business, increase your revenue, and scale your impact, all while staying true to who you are and the people you serve, this is the show for you. I'm Jennifer Tamborski, digital marketing strategist, fractional CMO, NLP master coach, and your go-to guide to building a business and marketing that supports your life, not competes with it. So I turned 50 last month. And honestly, it took me by surprise. Not because I felt like a crisis, not because I woke up feeling old, no matter how much my husband teases me about it. Actually, it was the exact opposite. There was no panic, no dread, no existential spiral. What I felt deep in my bones was this: I made it, and I am just getting started. It felt like stepping into a brand new chapter of my life, one that is fully mine. My kids are grown. My marriage is stronger than ever. My business more aligned than it has ever been. And I know that not everyone's 50th birthday story. Some of you listening might be in your 30s and feeling like you're drowning in diapers and deadlines. Others are in their 40s, wondering why you're hustling so hard and still not getting ahead. And some of you are in your 50s, maybe just now stepping into entrepreneurship and wondering if it's too late. Wherever you are, I want you to know the lessons in this episode, they're for you. Now, this episode isn't 50 things I learned in life and business, because let's be really freaking honest here. You don't want a 2-hour TED Talk. And I am also sharing a few truths that completely changed how I build, how I grow, and how I live. If I had known these things in my 30s, I would have saved myself a hell of a lot of stress. If I had embodied them in my 40s, I would have scaled without burnout. And at 50, I finally stopped believing the lie that success has to be hard. So let's talk about it. Here's the truth. I thought 50 would feel heavier, more pressure, more fear, more something. I heard all of those horror stories about midlife crises. And yet instead, I feel excitement, peace, and honestly, a little bit of awe, because I realized every single thing I've done, every mistake, every late night, every pivot, it all brought me here. And for the first time in my life, I'm not trying to prove anything to anybody. In my 30s, I was building a business while juggling a newborn, a 1-year-old, and a 3-year-old. Yes, all at the same damn time. Yes, I was exhausted. And I was also determined. I loved my kids with everything I had. Motherhood was really my sole focus in life. It was the thing that I wanted to do more than anything else. So I built a business that I didn't love because I thought I had to in order to support the life and my kids in a way that I wanted to. In my 40s, I scaled that business into a really successful agency. And I say successful in quotes because, yeah, it looked good on paper. I was making multiple 6 figures. My clients were getting success. And I was burnt out. I was tired, and I was missing my own life and the why behind me doing it in the first place. I was working 50 plus hours a week doing things that, quite frankly, I didn't enjoy. I was on vacation and still answering email. I was doing it right, and it was still all wrong for me. That shifted in my 40s. At 50, I've built a business that supports the life I wanted, the life I had always dreamed of. It's not the other way around. So my business supported my life. My life didn't support my business. That's what success looks like for me now. Not just more revenue, but freedom, not just clients, but clients I love to work with and clarity about how I'm helping them. Not just growing more to grow, but growth that feels good and in alignment with who I am and what I want. And I want that for you. So let's talk about the beliefs that cost me the most: time, energy, money, joy. And maybe, just maybe, they're costing you too. I want you to realize these things before you hit 50 or before you spend years doing something you didn't want to do. Because the reality is, for years, I was building a business based on what I thought I should do, not what actually would work for me and my life. And definitely not what felt good. It was always a have to, or someone told me it was this way. Here's a few of those beliefs and a little bit of the story that helped me finally get rid of them. Belief number one: success has to be hard. Listen, I grew up in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. I grew up around the idea that hard work equaled success. That if you weren't grinding, you didn't deserve the success. If you didn't work 40, 50, 60 hours a week, that you were somehow not as good as the person who did. That if you weren't overwhelmed with everything going on in life, you were lazy. So I wore my burnout almost like a badge of honor. I built an agency that looked good on paper. I took on way too freaking much. I worked on vacations. I said yes to projects that drained me. I was always on. And from the outside, I looked like I was killing it. And yet on the inside, I was exhausted, disconnected, and honestly, resentful. Hated getting up every day to work in a job that I hated. It wasn't until I had a total, like, what the hell am I doing moment? On vacation, sitting on a bus, going from one location to another, my kids laughing and having a good time, and me typing on my phone. While I was scrambling to fix a last-minute client fire, I shouldn't have even been involved in. That's when it hit me. This isn't success. This is survival with a better paycheck. Maybe. For some people, it's not even that. Look, I know that ease isn't lazy. Ease is a strategy. It takes wisdom and boundaries and system to create ease. And yet, once you do, you realize I don't have to earn success through suffering. I get to step into success in the easiest way possible. Belief number two: there's one right way to grow your business. Look, this one kind of ran deep. Even when I was running the agency, I was drowning in guru advice. This is the funnel that got me to $1 million in 3 weeks. You have to post 3 times or a day or your audience will disappear. Don't do that. Do this. And because I didn't fully trust myself yet, I believed them. And quite frankly, I helped my clients build those systems. So I did the constant posting. I did the shiny templates. I did the webinars, and I still felt stuck. Here's what I know. There are a million ways to grow your business. You don't have to do all of them. You just have to do what actually works for you. The truth is that marketing and business growth isn't a magic spell. It's a system. And the only right system is the one that's sustainable for you. Once I let go of all the right ways and leaned into what worked for me, what felt right to me, my strategy got easier, my messaging got clearer, and my results produced faster. Not because I did more, but because I finally did what fit for me. Belief number 3, I have to do it all myself. Look, if you're a type A personality, high achieving, figure it out on my own kind of woman, I see you because I am you. I was the one building websites, writing copy, managing client delivery, creating funnels, answering emails, tweaking ads, and trying to be the present mom all at the same time. I had a team that was supposed to be doing all of that for me. And because I couldn't let go enough, I was constantly in everything. And spoiler alert, that's not going to work. At some point, you hit a wall, your brain fogs, you lose clarity, you start second guessing everything, and suddenly the business you loved becomes the thing that slowly sucks the life out of you. The truth is, you're the business owner. You should be the visionary, not the engine. You don't have to carry it all, and quite frankly, you're not supposed to. Getting support, whether it's strategy, implementation, or just someone to hold that bigger picture with you, was the thing that finally gave me my time, energy, and power back. So if you're doing everything right now, white knuckling your way to the next level, ask yourself, is this sustainable? Because real growth isn't just about more revenue. It's about building something that doesn't collapse the moment you take a breath. If I could sit across from the woman I was at 30 or 40, or the woman just now starting at 50, I'd tell her this. You can build a business you love without losing yourself in it. Here's what I wish someone had told me sooner. Hopefully you lean in so you don't have to learn it the hard way. First, focus on what you love and stop doing the rest. I used to think that doing what you love was a cute little Pinterest quote. Like, yeah, that's nice, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. And here's the thing. The more I said yes to work I didn't love, the more disconnected I got from the vision I wanted. I said yes to done for you services when I really wanted to consult with people, to work on strategy, to ideate, to really dive into what was keeping them stuck. I said yes to quick projects that brought in cash, but honestly, no joy. I built offers I didn't enjoy delivering because they were scalable, because somebody told me that's how you grew a business. Eventually, I realized if I don't love it, it's just not sustainable. It makes me miserable and makes me not want to do it. I built a job for myself instead of a business that I could grow with. Now I build from what I love doing, not fear. If it's not aligned with what is going to help me move forward or my clients forward, if it's not aligned with my values, I get to say no. And funny enough, my business has never grown faster. Number 2, systems actually do create freedom. People hear the word systems and think rigid, boring, restrictive, maybe even corporate. Here's the truth. Systems are what let you walk away and still make money. When I first started, every dollar was tied to my time. If I wasn't in it, nothing moved. Now my systems handle lead generation, nurturing, onboarding, sometimes delivery. And I get to be the strategist, the mentor, the CEO, the person that helps my clients get to that next level, and not the bottleneck in my own business. So If you want to take a vacation or be with your kids or take Tuesday off just because you need a day, you need systems. Then you're not your business. You get to be the visionary behind it. Number 3, your business should support your life. So many of us have grown up in a world where we work 9 to 5. You work in corporate, and I get it. I heard from my parents, you work someplace for 30 years and then you get a pocket watch to leave. I didn't start a business just to create a 9 to 5 cage. And yet that's exactly what I did. Honestly, with more hours and less predictability. It took me years to realize I was chasing goals I didn't even want. 6-figure months, a team of 10 to 12 people, the constant launch hamster wheel. And while those things are great for some people, they weren't what I wanted. What I wanted was time, peace, the presence, travel, flexibility, and yes, revenue, profit, but not at the cost of everything else in my life. So now success for me looks a little bit more like working less and earning more, spending my afternoons with my family if they're around, spending my holidays with my family when they come into town, having a business model that fits this season of my life, not somebody else's formula. And I think that's something that a lot of people miss. Your business can grow and evolve to fit the season that you're in. So if you're in the motherhood season and you have little people and diapers, you can create a business model to fit that. And if you're entering into your 50s and you have more space, you can create a business model that not only supports that, but allows you to enjoy the space that you have. If your business isn't supporting your life right now, something is off. And I promise you that it is fixable. These are the shifts that let me grow and scale my business without burning out. And they're the same shifts I walk clients through every day. Because growth doesn't have to cost you your life, your time, your freedom, or your happiness. Listen, if you're stuck in that 5 to 10K month range, if your business looks successful but feels kind of heavy, like you don't necessarily want to step into it every day, you're not broken. Your system is. And I want to help you fix that. That's why I created the 20K Clarity Call. It's a one-on-one working session where we dive deep into what's really keeping you stuck and map out the next best step for you. This isn't another free training. It's not surface level fluff. It's a session I wish someone had offered me when I was in the thick of it. If you're ready to grow without grinding yourself into dust, to scale with happiness and ease, and to build a business that actually supports your life, this is your next step. Head over to the 20kclarity.com and apply now. I only take a few of these each month, so if your gut says yes, follow that. Turning 50 didn't make me feel old. It made me excited. It made me feel like I was stepping into that next chapter, that I finally get to live the life that I've always wanted to live because I learned the lessons I needed to learn to get here. I get the freedom to say no, the freedom to trust myself, and the freedom to build my business around what I actually want. And if that's something you're still chasing, whether you're 30, 40, or 55, I want you to know that it is possible for you too. You don't have to wait another year. You don't have to hit rock bottom. You don't have to earn your freedom. You just get to decide you're ready for it. So if you're ready for more clarity, more confidence, and a business that feels good to run, let's talk. Because you can't scale what's exhausting. Let's make a business that feels fun. Thanks for listening to Marketing Matchmaker. If you're loving these episodes, take a second to follow, to rate, or leave a review. And share this with a friend who's ready to build a business that supports her life. Until next time, keep choosing alignment over burnout and ease over hustle. I promise every step gets easier once you start making